Good afternoon. Squash and Ollie and myself would like to invite you to a tour of what is currently my house that is soon going to become Kezia and Matt's part of the house. Just spoken with the builder and we are on track for the actual building work starting in the next couple of weeks and really kicking off into high gear at the beginning of January. So let me show you round. So this is my living room with the furniture that's largely staying. Kezia has her own plans for colour. A new cat tree will be purchased. This one's getting a little bit care worn after being attacked by the Dork Destroyer. Say hello, kitty. Oh, am I boring you? Kitty, kitty, kitty. So in here we have the utility room. Now this is not going to be changing in layout particularly, but is all going to be renewed. So through that window there you can see through to where the patio is and the build beyond. There is the existing back door that is not being changed, but all the windows at the back of the house will be changed for black aluminium ones. So all of this, which is falling apart, 30 plus years old, debris laden, and was not in good condition when I moved in. Excuse my washing. All of this, maybe including this cupboard, will be replaced, and certainly the tiles will. So that's the utility room. As we continue along the back of the house, on the inside, this room is a very strange shape. So what we've got is double doors that if you open both of them, they're too wide. If you only open one, you can't squeeze through, and they're also sort of falling apart. There's lots of leaks and air gaps these days. So I'm just going to come further in, and here you can see where the original part of the house from the 1750s is. So that bit along there, that's the original outside wall. This area here is an extension from probably the early 80s. This room is between 10.5 and 13 feet wide, and it's 27.5 feet long internally. I've got no idea what that is in meters. I can only remember what it was when I bought it, and that's what the listing said. And we come into the kitchen, which is also part of the lean-to part. You can see the thickness of the original wall there. Kezia plans to redecorate a little bit. The fridge that I've hated from the day that I bought it, it was a big mistake, it's a pain in the backside. That will be replaced with something better. And my wonderful Aircall dining room table and chairs, which I purchased this summer and I've been enjoying since it arrived in September, will be moving with me. The motorbike, for some unaccountable reason, Kezia does not want to have this in her kitchen, so it will be going either into storage or it might just go to auction. So whilst we're here, this is what the back of the house is going to look like. So here you've got the extension that's going to be going on. This is the front. No, this is the rear elevation as existing. So I think I've just picked out the wrong one. Bear with me till I find the correct one. This is what it's going to, the back's going to look like, but there is a full width dormer going on, and I should have figured this out before I started videoing. And no, I've got the wrong plans, but there is a whole big dormer going across the back, replacing this one, which is part of the master bedroom. That's the blue bedroom that you will see in a minute, and this is where the bathrooms are. There's all sorts of funny wee angles. And because we're taking that off and we're doing both jobs at the same time, from the end of January, I'm going to have to move out because the house will not become uninhabitable, but there'll certainly be no shower. And as soon as there is, the back of the house is wind and watertight. Kezia and Matt will be moving in, fixing up their house and putting it up for sale, because that's what's paying for all of this. This is what my kitchen is going to look like, sort of. This is what the room from the back will sort of look like. I will not be having a staircase to nowhere. There will be something more sensible in its place. This is from the stove side looking out. And this is the finalised layout. So what we have is TV and speakers for my stereo. These two are sofas. Ignore the one that's printed on there because we're creating a little bit of space there for a wood burning stove. This makes for a very flexible and cosy area where I can have extra chairs, entertaining, move stuff around with big bifold doors out the back. And the area immediately behind it is about the same size. It's about 50%, 40 to 50% of the area, total area here. And I now have, because we've dug back the rock face, I've got 6 meters of space between that wall and the rock face. So I'll have a side patio. And where am I going to be staying? Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because we can go and visit it. A quick dash through the rain, through the door, which, as I've mentioned, is a bit awkward to get through. And look at this. We have a caravan. I bought this for cheap a few weeks ago. I got it parked in the driveway. I have it parked in the garden was from the driveway. And I've done a little bit of fettling and fixing up, and now it is in perfect working order. This will be my bed sitting room with the living room and kitchen still available for me to use whilst the work is going on. So here we have it. There's still a few little bits of wiring being sorted out. I've been using it, as is my wont. It's not as comfy as my wonderful motorhome, but I didn't want to put 3 months of wear on that. And you can't really stand up in it and stretch out in the same way. Different tool, different job. Nice big double bed with the new top mattress topper sort of slung into place. And yes, it does have a shower and toilet. The shower might get used. I'll try and avoid using the toilet. It's just one more thing to have to keep clean. Right, so from here, I can now stand in the dry. In case you're wondering why the ladder is there, that's to stop me falling in the burn. And now we can see out the back here, this is what the back of the house looks like. It's in a little bit of a sorry looking state. Most of that's cosmetic, but all of the damaged, lost rough cast is going to get stripped off. New windows to match right the way on all of them on the ground floor. The air source heating will really come into its own as the living room, and the snug, which is going to be the shared room, will have underfloor heating. From here, and if I zoom in, there you can see the foundations, and you can see where my side patio is built. So let's just dash back. Well, dash as quickly as I dare, given how unsteady I am. I have, of course, had to have a cat flap fitted to the door so that Ollie can come and visit me. Squash does not care for such outdoor living. Ollie absolutely adores it. He is mad as a brush. Right, we come back in. Oh, One cat has moved, the other has not. So here we come into the hall area. Here we have the sorry, I'm now being interrupted by the nag on my wrist. So this is the hall. Apart from being redecorated, nothing much is going to change here. This is my my aircall furniture. This is what I've had for, well, nearly 30 years, and that's why I bought aircall dining room furniture. So we'll go downstairs bathroom, and then round here we've got, this was the original front door. When I bought the house, this was the front door with its lovely, barely single glazing, and there were storm doors. I fitted a new front door, which is not in fantastic condition, doesn't need to be replaced yet. If it does, it will be replaced with a triple glazing, one to make that area even warmer. But that makes a huge difference to the temperature of the house. This is my All Days and Onions bench to go with my All Days and Onions car and All Days and Onions motorbike. That will be living at either the front door of my new bit, Pathfoot, or at the foot of the stairs. Here we are. Oh, thank you, Squash. Come to join us. This is the snug. So this room, it's been largely used as a dump room for years. So here is where the slap through is. That's where the door in between the main part of the house and Pathfoot, my wee area, is going to be. That's one of the last bits that's going to be done. So behind that plasterboard, we've got 100 mil of insulation, and then there's over a metre, probably 1.2 metres of wall before we get through into Pathfoot. I have had a brainwave, a really funky idea for that door. That will be revealed once the work has been done. Coming round here, this is Kezzy and Matt's dining room table and chairs, which have been stacked in here. Those French windows, French doors, are wrecked. Have been since the day I moved in. This room is always cold. These are being replaced. We are going to be having, I believe, what's known as a catio. Kezzy has got 3 cats, none of which are particularly outdoorsy. I think they're a bit too dim to be allowed out, but we are going to do something interesting with this wee bit out here. And that will allow them the outdoor experience, and hopefully that will be a good place for all their kitty litter and stuff to be, so it doesn't stink up the house. So apart from decoration and the weirdness of my little cat, I have no idea why she does that. This room isn't really changing that much. So now we have the stairs. There's a few things. We've got loose spindles. This is not particularly steady. All of these sorts of things are going to get picked up. New carpets. I believe Matt has little or no decision-making allowances for how the decor is going to be done. But as you come up here, all of this at the back is going to change. The reason being, this is the family bathroom, which is, it's okay, but it's not really anything to write home about. Very old-fashioned, probably fairly cheaply done at the time. And the worst bit are these, what we call coombs, these bits of sloping ceiling, where it's fine if you're 4'6". If you're under 5'2", you can have a fantastic shower. If you're under 5'2" and slim, you can have a lovely hot bath. I can fit my backside in it. I can't lie down in it. I've only used it once or twice. By having a dormer, one single full-length dormer along here, we get rid of these, and the usable floor space up here, in this part of the house, will increase by over 1/3. It will make a remarkable difference. The bathrooms need to be replaced anyway. The windows need to be replaced anyway. So a large part of the cost of doing this work is work that needed to be done already. So this is the blue bedroom. This was Kezia's bedroom. That is fitted wardrobes. All of this will be going. This will move out a little bit, probably about 200 mil. But again, we will lose that and we will lose that. So we will gain full height space underneath both of them, making this a much bigger, more usable room with a lot more storage because there will be fitted wardrobes at the end there. The upstairs. So what Kezia wants to do with all the woodwork, I don't know. Undoubtedly, the woodwork will be painted white rather than the varnished look, which I don't have a moral objection to, but it is quite old-fashioned. I've just not cared. This is the small pink bedroom. This was Jemima's room. Our original plan called for a doorway through into the landing in Pathfoot here. So there would be a door here and a door directly below it. That would have added some complexity here, either redoing the dormer here to make it a little bit wider to allow the doorway to be here, but otherwise we'd have to knock into that room a little bit. Decided against that because of the disruption and the unnecessary extra cost. This has been used as literally a dump / storage room for many years. Oh dear, frightened the cat. This is where some of the renewables magic happens. Switching on the light. So here we have the AC linked inverter and controller for the 29 kilowatt hour battery pack. Hot water and central heating expansion type stuff, which I haven't checked recently. I should check pressures. During the summer, my electricity usage, because of the wind turbine and the solar panels, is around £15 to £20 per month. During the winter, it's a lot higher because I'm using a lot more electricity, but it only goes up to maybe 120. I don't have any gas. My gas and electricity costs combined until I fitted all of this was around £550 per month. So I'm saving £400 a month. So here we come into the master bedroom, which you can excuse the slight clutter because I am a cluttered person. It's a good size room. It really is a good size room. Apart from the weather and it all being foggy, you do have a slight peak over Glasgow and Paisley in that direction. It's not as noisy as you might think with the road. But we have these two unusable areas underneath. The new dormer will go from that corner there all the way across. So Kezia will gain full height there, full height there. The door to the ensuite is being moved to that side to give a little bit more privacy and to stop the two doors from clashing. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I've got a sandbag there, because what happens is that the Dork Destroyer decides to come in when I'm in the loo or having a shower, and she sneaks in there and that pushes the door, and then I get stuck. I am not anywhere near thin enough to get out of that gap. Welcome to my ensuite, which will soon be Kezia, and that's ensuite. It's horrible. Not to my taste. Losing nearly half the usable floor space because of head smacking danger. All of this is being replaced. needs to be replaced anyway. Everything is a bit knackered. So that is the guided tour of the house as things stand. Come out here, and from here you can see out to the yard, as we call it, the borrow pit. So out here, see if I can zoom in a little bit. So that's where the storage containers are. All the stuff that used to be stored in path foot is in one of them. The tractor is in another. And the third one is a general storage area that, I have perhaps a couple of cars parked in there for the winter. Plus the covered area for chopping logs and storing logs. So this is the view from the back. So essentially from my bedroom, as will be, this is the view that I will have across this area here for full height windows. Without the caravan, but with some of the debris that's there. So that's the guided tour. Work starts, steels will be going up in the next 10 days to 2 weeks. And the fun begins. Christmas and New Year with nothing going on, as you would expect. And then January. January is where the fun really begins. Timeline for the whole job. I was told that it would be a 4-month build from start to finish. We've already done a month of those 4 months in doing all the groundworks, and I'm expecting all the work to be finished by sometime in early April, give or take supply issues and choices that might be made. So there we have it. I will be doing video updates, photograph updates, time-lapse video from the camera up on the grassy knoll. And hopefully we will not come across too many problems and everything will work out nicely. Meanwhile, I'm having great fun deciding what flooring I'm going to have, what colours, exactly how the kitchen is going to be designed, plus introducing a few interesting and exciting design elements. So, thanks for watching, and updates will start in a few weeks' time.